When I looked up, I saw a sign, like a beacon of hope. It said, second-hand store. Finally a store that has what I need.
This is the most diverse group of all time. Even if you're white, you're kind of not white today, a little bit.
We really created the Yes and Laughter Lab to build and empower an incredible community of diverse comedians who were doing all kinds of hilarious things that for a variety of structural reasons we weren't hearing and seeing enough of.
We wanted to see the representation of Muslim women the way we know them to be.
We're addressing, taboo topics that Muslim women don't really get to talk about, like sex and dating and, pork.
I'll tell you, YALL is a great organization, and they really lift people up and help them cut all the bullshit lines to get pitches through. And I've been so blown away, and I feel so good being part of it.
We brought together people who we've known and worked with and who are professionals in the industry, who work in nonprofits, who care deeply about the mission of the Yes and Laughter Lab and in supporting artists like the ones that we're going to bring on stage.
I'm trans, I'm a they, them, I'm non-binary. If you don't know what that is, I've made a helpful graphic.
My project is called Brown in Small Town. I play Brown.
I truly believe that there are some people who are meant to be a bridge for these conversations, and I think that you're one of those people.
Lately, I've been carrying around this rock. Do you have a belief system?
I like to think of him as this thing. I have it because of him, and I mean that literally, not spiritually. The doctor said the diabetes was triggered by grief, and grief is isolating and it's lonely, but I didn't expect my own pancreas to be like, girl, I gotta go. I can't.
Just over 2 years ago, I was a high school teacher in the Bronx. Airball.
Yo, I'm on your team right now.
Really? Because you shoot like you're playing for the other one.
Who hurt you? And where am I supposed to go, huh? I'm getting fired. No one wants a fired paralegal. That's like going to an orgy and screaming, I have chlamydia.
It's 2024, people are fine with chlamydia.
No, John, they're not.
As a queer person, I often struggle to envision a future for myself, and people like Tony and places like the Center remind me that that is very, very possible, and the future looks very exciting.
If you think Gen Z is fucked up, Gen Alpha, here you fucking come.
Gen Alpha has their head in a toilet.
Give it up for Angel Yall's short film, Will I Ever Be Happy? Give it up.
That liberation that you talk about is so real, not just to you, but to everyone.
So Far So Good is a short film about a young woman desperately searching for a couch in the streets of New York.
Isn't it exciting that there's all this good art being made?
The weed zone is when a guy is constantly inviting you over to smoke weed with him, but never asking you out on a real date, Like, men love to complain about the friend zone, but the weed zone is hell, okay?
My parents, like most Indian immigrants, came over because they wanted to give their kids the opportunity to become whatever kind of doctor we wanted to become. Good Medicine is an all-native comedy show featuring the best and brightest comics in North America.
New York, this is gonna be so much fun, oh my gosh.
I'm Yurok. I would say we're kind of Northern California's #1 hottest and most popular tribe.
I was born in a country that doesn't exist anymore. It was called Yugoslavia. It was discontinued.
I get mansplained to a lot, which, look, that's insulting to do to any woman. But with me, it's like, what do you think, I just knew shit and then forgot?
What does it mean when we actually create community for all of those comedians to actually find one another, to not only build and create their material that they really want to create, but also to find their village of fellow comedy people? And we think at the Yes and Laughter Lab that over time that builds a ton of cultural power.